Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What is it today? It's the 15th of January 2017. The weather outside, well, compared to most of you, it's quite warm. It's, I don't know, 2 or 3 degrees centigrade. There's a gentle mist falling, making everything damp, and it's not lovely, it's not nice, but it's quite livable. We haven't got blizzards, and I haven't got to sheetrock the front windows to stop myself from freezing or anything like that. But January is a funny time of year. It's named after, was it I get these things wrong. Is it the two-headed god that looks forwards and backwards, or is it twins that look forwards? Anyway, January. Looking forward this year to an interesting summer. If you followed the story so far, you'll know that I've now got a new toy. And it's a toy, those of you that haven't followed so far, it's a Skoda Octavia Estate TDI 4x4 thing with a big diesel engine and a wheel on each corner, and apparently it's rather quick on the autobahn and it will go up mountains towing trailers. Anyway, it's a new toy. The purpose of it is to lug loads. It's got a lot of shopping to carry over the course of the year or so, and luggage, because now is the time of year to start thinking about what we're going to do for the rest of the year. For some of you it will be, I don't know, finishing the floor in the library, or finishing the goofy cart, or whatever. We also should think perhaps about what we're doing in the garden. Today, nothing. There's nothing can be done in the garden today. The ground is damp, sticky, cloying mud. But we start planting seeds and looking forwards to the wonderful summer that we know we're going to have. What did we do today? Well, interestingly, we were reminded this morning that this week America swears in its new president. We were reminded of that, and then we were asked to pray for America. I don't know, was that? So we did. And one of the things that we should be thinking about this week, and I've realised that I've put my bit of paper down. Bear with me. See, in other studios, when you've lost your notes, you sort of go like that, and one of the studio assistants puts it in your hand. I had to sack my last studio assistant. They kept giggling and generally being not the best. So there we go. Right. One of the things that we should be thinking about this week is Christian unity. It's a week where certainly the Church of England will be joining together to pray and to worship and to try and recognise Christian unity. Now, I think it's actually bigger than just Christian unity. I think we should be working towards world unity. The world is not awfully good if half the world throws bombs at the other half of the world. Not good. But yes, Christian unity. Now, amongst the group of folk that watch my videos, I am very conscious that there is a degree of disunity. we go to different styles of church, different denominations. And if you get two practicing Christians from two different denominations together, very often you'll find after a while they'll talk about what divides them. And of course, what we should be talking about is what unites us. Our common beliefs, our common principles, our common understandings. And as I say, that goes beyond just the Christian community. That should be, there's probably a posh word that starts with pan, but it should be across the world. You know, what I want for me is exactly the same as what other people want for them. I don't speak Swahili, but I'll guarantee that an ordinary chap living in Uganda or wherever they speak Swahili wants the same things that I do. Enough food. Not too much food, enough food. Enough shelter, roof over your head. Some sort of window, whether it's got pink gyprock stopping the wind coming in or not, well, sufficient of a window that it lets light in and keeps the cold out. Water. None of us can live without water. Whether we are from the Namibian, put my teeth back in, the Namibian desert, or a coastal area like Leigh-on-Sea, or a very wet area. In England we might think about the Lake District or Manchester. We want the same things. And I think that there's enough of those same things to go around. I believe that. Some of you will say, well, no, there isn't. There aren't enough Rolls Royces for everyone to have one. We don't need Rolls Royces. I think there is enough to go around. So this week, as you go about your various business, whether you're working, whether you're playing, whether you're shoveling snow or sharpening knives or whatever, let's all try and remember that we are made to be together, not to be divided, not to be apart. And we should celebrate our similarities, and we should be tolerant of those who don't have 100% similarity with ourselves. So there we are, that's a thought for January the 15th, 2017. Right, what am I going to do? I'm going to drink the tea that I made, which is probably at the right temperature by now. And then I'm going to, I don't know, I might sand down a drawer front or something. Anyway, Happy New Year.